Welcome to Bristol Motor Speedway. Drivers have just gotten done with their qualifying here. I'll pull up the qualifying results. So starting on the pole is Chuck Sweeting, second Adam Matz, third Jeff Yanesh, fourth William Kemp, fifth Levi Poland, sixth Jesse Bennell, seventh Todd Cray, eighth Dwayne Hunt, ninth Troy Hayden, 10th Patrick DeSalner, 11th Jerry Cochran, 12th Garrett Johnston, 13th Jason Mullis, 14th Gary May, 15th Hunter Waters, 16th Joshua Greenlaw, 17th Troy Radford, 18th Doug Wysocki, 19th Rodney Sutton, 20th is Logan Stover. That's all the drivers in today's race here. I need to probably boost this track a little bit. It sounds awfully quiet from here, so let me do that. And wait for these guys to pull off of pit road before I give them a paint refresh. It's a 200 lap race here though, so hopefully it is a very good race. It's actually at Bristol for this race. There's a big tire crisis that was going on. Tires were shredding straight off the car. So, I'm fine with tires shredding. But, well, I'm fine with tires wearing, but shredding is an issue. That's a pretty big issue that I had to say. Waiting for everybody's gridded, so pace cars should start rolling off here relatively soon. We can get this Bristol race underway. You'll probably see everybody wrapping the bottom. I don't think they'll really move off the top that much. They do roll off pit road here. Give them all a paint refresh now, so their paints will go a different color, then go back to what they had. I don't expect the low line or the high line to be ran very often. That'll burn up those right fronts. However, you will be staying on the bottom. It's going to be hard to pass, though, so you're going to be deciding how hard you really want to push. Some people want to push harder than others. Lights are off on the pace card. However, cars are very loose on exits, so you have to be very careful about putting the power down. You'll see some guys probably waiting to put the power down as the run goes on because they'll be wearing the rears off of them. As pace car pulls in here, starter has the flag in his hand and green flag is in the air. We are underway here. Matt's trying to defend in that top line right now currently. And he will do that, going to run the top for a little bit. I don't expect to see him running the top the whole entire time though, just because the tires, unless it's different in the simulator than it is the actual race, the track wasn't taking rubber in the actual race. Start of the run, top line may be a viable option, but as the run goes on, it will just cook that right front straight off car and you will not be able to turn at all. The two running that John Deere paint scheme. I think that may be a new paint scheme from him. I don't think we saw it before. The word is I don't think we saw it before. Sweeting's well back. Looks like pretty far. He's already dropped 5 positions, currently riding in 6th right now. Whole group is pretty much just riding that top line. Sweeting's the only one that's wanting to stay on the bottom, and I think he's getting in there a little bit deeper too than everybody else, watching him drift up the track just a little bit on his entry. 19 is almost in the wall, using that to turn with him. Already cleaned off those marbles that kind of plague that top line. Somebody's went up there and they've had the guts to run up high. At 56, 34. Guys are all back here. Already about 4/10 off of what they started, so you see the tire wear has already came in to show itself. It's on that bottom. He's trying to get around Hunt. He's not even being defensive. He's just riding the preferred line more than anything else. And Hayden's probably got a handful of wheel in it too. A little bit of a looseness now because Cray has gone to the lead at the moment, so he's done a pretty good job of getting himself up there. He's up 6 positions from where he started, but pretty early on in the run, only 16 laps into a 200-lap race. So that could very well change for him. Have to see how well he can keep it as the 09 nicks the wall up in that very, very high line, or very, very top high line. Just to yank it off the wall there, almost like it gets a little bit loose on exit. 28 and the 19 are still, or the 28 still trying to get past the 19. Working him for about 5 to 6 laps here now, and he's just not letting them go at all. And the 9 are in a fight for position here. 9's been falling back pretty hard. The 28, no, 28 still didn't get past the 19 up here. Might have slid, and I had to look by it. He's going to stick to that high line now. Try to be a pain. Get by. He kind of maybe learned I can't get by on that middle line, so maybe the high line is just where to run. Cray's doing the same thing. He's going to run up on a lap car here. I wish I could tell y'all what I'm looking at. There's a very faint line. There's 2 faint lines, and he's running right in between them in the corner. A little hard to see. I don't think y'all can see it yet. I wish I could show you what I'm talking about, but it's decently hard to see from there. You got some guys back here that are nicking the wall. So run has gone on. Probably getting a little bit tighter on exit because they've pushed that right front to turn more, and it's not wanting to actually respond to anything that they're doing. Don't know exactly what their fuel run will be. That's kind of a guess. What are they on fuel? Are they what their fuel load is. I think their fuel load's 100%. As Greenlaw, he's in pit road right now, so you got the 89 Yanesh. I get a spot on Dwayne Hunt. Hunt's gonna somewhat be defensive as Yanesh has to hop up in the high line. Poland will let him up. I think he might have forced his way up, but he got a little bit of a bumper tag. That's what happens at Bristol. They call it the world's fastest half mile. Guys are flying in there and really keep the speed up. You got somebody in the wall up front. I just heard them. Not sure who it was, though. Might have been around Cray. That was probably the 36 of Dover. Stover's going to get way out of the way and let these guys go by him. He's really, really slow in that top line. He's going to actually kind of box in Poland. Probably going to annoy Poland just a little bit. I don't know if he's just off the pace or what. Doesn't look like he's burned off any of the tire. He's just really, really nurturing it around the track. I think he's not getting on the brake hard enough to get that car to turn. Owen's gonna have to deal with Matt's being behind him. And I don't know the stage brake. That's kind of a guess of when they will throw that. They decide that in the driver's meeting. $91,928. 28. He's been not married to the bottom, but he's been lower than everybody else, and that worked out for him. I mean, he's staying disciplined to it, but everybody else is blowing by him on the top line at the moment. Go on board with 3 random drivers here for about 2 laps. So I'll just choose a random driver here. Oh no! Oh my lord! 28 almost just had his front end taken off. See Dwayne Hunt and apparently Chuck Sweeting has wrecked here also. Oh, he's checking up for the wreck, and oh, he gets punted from behind. Did Hunt get in this position, or the 19? Went off the corner, and the 75 just squeezes him in the wall, and then bam, down to the inside. And he held his brake. I mean, he's trying to stop. And it's Bristol. You have literally nowhere to go from that point on, so that's what brings out the caution there. But this is actually a recorded race. I was coming back from Bristol, and I realized I wasn't going to make it in time. So we will fast forward to them going to the pits here, because everybody's probably going to pit. Just get to that point. See, yeah, he's already leading to go down pit road. You're definitely not staying out on 42 lap old tires at the moment, because that's just not going to work out too well for you. You're probably basically not going to have any turn left in them. So this will be 4 tires and fuel. Yanesh might have missed pit road. I think he probably did. Looking at, because I don't know why you would stay out. Dude wins that race off pit road. Looks like it will be Cray easy. It will be Cray who will get out first easily. Yanesh, Mullins, Mullis, Sutton, and May all stayed out. Sure if that is just a strategy move to get back on the lead lap, or if they meant to do that. Meant to do that, that's gutsy. I don't think I would have done that if I were them. But we will go to a commercial break as these guys are still under caution, and we will come back before they go green.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
As we are getting ready to go back green here, and green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. As you see the old tires, I'm about cutting the nose off. Was Mullis just on his way around there. Yanesh, he's going to maintain the lead here, but here comes Craig with freshies. He'll probably just blow right by him. Yeah, he's going to get that position from him. Can't really put up too much of a fight with the old tires that he's gotten. See William Kemp trying to go and get the lead here. He's up 2 positions from where he started. Currently in second, so he qualified 4th. Done a really, really good job so far tonight. We have a caution out here. That must be the, yeah, that's the stage break. So I was confused on why that they were all slowing down. So Cray will win the stage. That might be why Yanesh and those other guys didn't hit. That makes sense now. They probably knew the stage because I didn't know it. Yeah, that had to be why they knew the stage because again I have no idea when the stage break is going to happen. Excuse me. See, yeah, look at Mullis. They're going to come down pit road. We will fast forward to when these guys come back out of pit road and grab the green flag here, because that was a very quick 5-ish lap run, I'd say. You see lights are off on the pace car here, so getting ready to go back green. Kemp and Cray up front. Yanesh finally came down. Actually, I think he came down pit road yet. As the green flag is back in the air, we are back underway here. A little bit of a wiggle there from the second car of Waters, and it caused those guys to stack up on the bottom to find a way around him. Could have been really bad if he would have lost it there, but luckily he keeps the car up under him as they're about 3 wide here. As a little bit of contact between the 91 Poland and Matt's. Could have ended up really badly. Yanesh somehow still finding his way up here, kind of holding these guys up because he's got older tires. Lap 89, not 89, that's his car number. He hasn't pitted at all this whole entire race yet, so he's still got those worn right fronts that probably just are not wanting to turn too well with him. He's finally gonna, yeah, once they get past him, or once they find a way up under, and they're probably just gonna blow by him. Yeah, they do that really fast and easily. I'm not surprised by that at all, as we have a caution out here for not completely sure. I don't see, let's see where it's at. Maybe the stage end here. Let me check. Probably is, knowing how dumb I am. Oh? I get so confused on when the stages are. I don't see what that caution was for. Nobody around. So I don't completely know what that caution was about. A little weird to see, but Okay, y'all probably have as good of a clue as I do on why it was thrown. See, actually, wow, Cray comes down pit road. I think he's the only one of them that will pit too. That's interesting to see. And nobody else came with him that was up there. Actually, no. Well, Yanesh had to come down eventually. He drew a couple of them with him. I still don't know why that caution was thrown. I didn't see anybody spinning or anything like that. I didn't hear any tires going bad either. Excuse me. Yeah, I still don't know what that was for. But we will fast forward to where they go green again. So we will go to a quick, very, very quick commercial break. As the lights have gone off here on the pace cars, the 96 and the 7 will lead them to green here. That is Benell and Waters. But to see how these guys fare, they don't have that old of tires anyway, though. 42, and it's lap 66, and really only 15-ish green flag laps. So I have to see how they go as pace car has pulled in and green flag is in the air. We are back underway here. See, running the Zeems setup shop on the 96. You can see that on Benell's bumper cover. These guys have all gone to the highline. Wow, Cray shot that in there. I guess tires do mean that much of a difference here. I mean, he got in there really good and just basically just rolled it super easily. He might take the lead here within the next lap because yeah, he's got a caution out here. Trails, I never changed that back to green. It looks like it is Dinesh, who may have been around. Yep, it definitely was him. It's on that bottom line, and it just comes around on him, and Mullis just barely taps him. It's just having a lot of wheel in it, trying to crank it down to the bottom. What happened to him, but he should be fine with that. He may get some damage fixed, possibly. I don't really think he would get that much damage from it because he really wasn't hit super hard at all. See who will come down pit road here if anybody decides to bite. This is when pit road will be open for him. Let's see who does it. Oh, the 96 looks like he's going to come down this time. So Benell is the first car to come down. I don't think he's going to bring anybody else with him, it looks like. Yeah, I don't see. He's going to bring Wysocki and Mullis down with him, so I was wrong on that. Looked like he wasn't going to bring anybody, but he is. Yeah, Yanesh also came down. I don't think he's going to have that much damage on that car. You can see it crumpled up on the right side, but again, he wasn't hit super hard. So I don't really think he's going to have any damage on it. I don't think his tires will be hurt either with that slide. Now, if he would have, like, smoked him, yes, but he didn't really do that. But as we wait for these guys to go back green here, we've had a little bit of a slew of cautions happen, but it's not too many cautions. I think we should probably be fine. But we will come back when they get ready to go green here. The lights are off on the pace car now. Kemp and Cray getting ready to lead them back to green here. 76 laps of 200 done. Pace car pulls in. Starter has the flag in his hand. As green flag is back in the air, we are back underway here. Cochran, he's trying to ride that middle line. He has a little bit of left rear damage on that car. It's got to the spoiler a little bit, but it's not horribly bad, so I don't think he's going to be too affected by it by any means. Everybody's pretty much staying the top line here. Which, again, is actually kind of surprising to me to see them staying up there. I think that that'd be really cooking the right front tires, as we do have a caution out for 34 of Wysocki, maybe. Yes, it is for him. Just going to loop it. We saw that happen to Yanesh, and barely misses the inside. Comes to a stop and gets it back rolling here. Does a good job of not hitting the inside wall. He has to beat the pace car. Got very lucky that he didn't get beat by the pace car there. See if this brings anybody down pit road, though. Don't think that it will. But again, that could change in an instant. They'll be coming to the entrance of pit road here, down the front, or the exit of 2. They use a single pit road entry. I know some tracks would use a double pit road entry, which would get really confusing. I mean, very, very confusing. It was weird, trust me. Some of them will do double entry under green and single entry under caution and make it even weirder. What they did at the Bristol race this past weekend. As Johnston looks like he's the only one that comes to pit road when it's open, so more of a call from him. I don't think he had any damage done. He did spend 28 seconds in his pit stall, so he might have been fixing some optional that he had. Could have gotten a little bit of a nick on the right front and decided to get that fixed. But again, we will come back before these guys go green again. The lights are off on the pace car. Getting ready to go green here as pace car does pull in. Starter will have the flag in his hand. As green flag is in the air, we are underway here again. You see the 93, he's just trying to wrap the bottom. Sonner doing a pretty good job of it so far. Cray, however, is running away with it at the moment. He's the one guy that I keep seeing his line never really changes. He's running pretty much the my feet same way around the whole entire track, which kind of keeping that same line is really good for him. It's not abusing the tires in one spot and not in the other. Can't really show you. Maybe I can get it in the cockpit. You can see there's two faint lines. Can't really show you, but That's really hard to see from there too. Dang it. So there's a line. There's two lines that he's staying in between that's really helping him save those tires. I can't really show it that well on this, is the issue. Everybody else is running basically against the wall, which is not a bad line if you can run it correctly. But the issue is running it correctly, because if you don't run it right, then it's just going to cook the tires off the car. I mean, absolutely just shred them basically from it. He's running 15-13. These are 15-2s behind him. He's definitely ran a little bit faster. See what it is this lap. It might be just a fluke lap. No, he's still a whole tenth faster than everybody else. So he just likes running that line. We'll go on board here for 2 laps with the top 10. So y'all can see the type of lines that they're running. Sorry, top 5. I don't know if it's me, or does the Mustang's engine just sound flat to you all? The reason I say that is because, like, just riding with Mustangs or any other car but a Chevy, it just sounds like the engine's just, it's so flat. There's just no sound to it, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's just me or not. But Johnson, who pit for tires, he's making his way back up here. This is the fight for 5th. Tries to squeak by Poland. It's like he does just get right by him there. Who won this race, just so I know? I'm not going to say who it is. Biggest mover so far in the race is Troy Radford. He's up 13 positions. His last pit was on lap 63. Actually, around Mullis, you saw Mullis has some damage earlier. Where's Anish? Somebody is in the wall. That's how you go 3 wide at Bristol. Almost wrecked. You see this guys bail out of the throttle, too. And really bail out of it because they're worried that somebody's going to make a mistake. A little bit of a panic mode from them there. I've had that happen a couple of times before. Kemp was going to have to hold off Radford here soon. Radford, I think with those fresher tires, his times haven't fallen off as hard as the people in front of him. Crazy actually lost the lead to Bunnell. Oh, he's been chasing down. Was he chasing down? I don't know. I've been so zoned in on these guys just going around because Bristol's kind of a track that if you watch it, you kind of get lost in how they're driving it because it's a very rhythm track. So you really just zone out after a while and you're like, wait, did I just completely forget? And I actually did completely forget that. See the 38 who's been really off the pace is just going to let them by. I don't know if he's just had an issue or if he's just been really off the pace. I think he's just been really off the pace, to be honest with you. I don't know if anything's been happening to him or if he's just not comfortable with this track. Yanesh is actually making his way back up here. Pit stops would probably happen lap 150-ish, if I had to guess, maybe. That's just a rough guesstimate on pit stops happening. We're having voice cracks everywhere now. Sorry about that. I don't know what's happened to me the past day. I was having them yesterday too. Pretty badly yesterday. But Bunnell, he's running 1583s at the fastest on the track right now. Mass just ran 8. He's actually slower. Math was barely slower than him. See these lap cars about to fight. Let's see. Stover, I'm surprised Stover's only 1 lap down. He's not been doing too hot tonight. Gary May's almost going to cause a wreck. Poked his nose in there. He's trying to get in behind somebody. He was just about to find his way in, and then he had to bail out of the throttle. Don't go up high. The cylinder's there. I thought he was going to sneak up there a little bit, but luckily he didn't. It would have ended up really badly for him if he did. Sorry, I'm just looking at some other stuff here. I'm not too fond of, but we'll just shut up about this. Of course they would take it. Where's Benell? Benell's going to be running some lap traffic here. Lap traffic could be the demise for him as they're about to wreck behind him. Gary's just went down a lap, so he's going to be trying to fight hard to at least stay somewhat behind the 96. Looking at lap times, though, this could help Radford catch up. He was a tenth faster that lap. As these guys are really starting to go through lap traffic. So, again, that could mess with some people. This could really mess with the leader more than anybody else if they start fighting ahead of him and he has nowhere to go. He's just boxed in. That's happened a couple of times before, even with me racing. I'm also a hard lap car to pass. I don't give positions up anymore. See a little bit of contact there. Poland gets in the wall up high, so he's got to come back down across the track a little bit. But now it's probably saying, you got to be kidding me. Just let me by at this moment. But he's going to shoot it. Oh, he thought about shooting it 3 wide. He backed out of it. You can definitely see it from there. He wanted to do it, but he was like, no, this is not the best option to do. However, that is bringing Radford right in with him, though. And he's going to go 3 wide. He has to get by him. Gets by at least 28. I've hated it. But look at Radford, how much time he chopped off. He chopped off at least a second, and I think close to a second and a half more than anything else. But now he's got to have his turn to go through all of that junk that the 96 just had to do. If he sorts through all this, and good for him. They might not fight him as hard as they do other people. I think pit stops will probably be lap 150 if they even have to pit, because I don't think these tires are going to last that much. I mean, they've fallen off 2 seconds on tires alone. So yeah, now it's Yanesh's turn to get through all this. It's a lot of these guys' turn to deal with all the lap cars getting around them. As they're going to go 3 wide here is the 56. Looks like he realized that he was going to get lapped, so he just got way out of the way. See, pit stops will be happening finally. That is, who is this? Cochran and Yanesh come down pit road. So when will Bunnell come down pit road? We actually have a caution that's on the track. A little bit confused on why that happened. We'll go back and see what happened here. Why is there a caution out? I have to match the lights up here. I'm trying to match lights here. Hold on. So here's where the lights come out. Oh, that's who it is. Who was that down on the bottom? The '09 of Kemp. What happened to Kemp here? I was just trying to get down pit road. Tries to get to pit road, and yeah, he's trying to brake hard, and he just bloops it, and he's barely gonna. He hits a little bit of a loop there. Yeah, that's what brings out the caution because he almost comes back out on track. Yeah, and the pace car comes flying out after that. That's actually good for Ganesh and Cochran, though. They had literally just came down pit road. I have to see who this brings. I know Benell, Bradford will probably come down. Everybody's going to come down because they're 2 seconds off the pace from what they ran before. So they will definitely need to pit. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. If you're not going to pit, that's going to be a little bit of a weird choice to not do that. See, yeah, everybody's gonna come down pit road. The floodgates are somewhat open. I wouldn't really call them, not really floodgates opening. This is planned. See how Benell gets in his pit box. And he has a huge gap behind him. Gets easy in. Gonna be 4 tires and fuel on that, and that will give them a 44 lap sprint to the finish, I believe. Yeah, Radford's coming out, but you see, Benell will easily beat him out. Gary May hasn't even pitted since lap 63. That's a long pit cycle for him to go. I mean, super long pit cycle. Surprised he's even able to do that, to be honest with you. So Benell will come out with the lead. Radford second, Cray third, Garrett Johnston fourth, and Mullis fifth on that. So let me hear, my nose is a little bit itchy. And we saw the fall off, so fall off this time will probably be up to second. Excuse me. And we will go on a very quick commercial here before these guys go green. Actually, lights are already off on the pace car. Did not even realize that they were already off. That's why we saw some guys going around them. They're getting one of their laps back. They are the wave around cars. So pace car getting ready to pull in here. It'll be Cray and Benell leading them back to green. Pace car pulls in as green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Benell going to have to fight Cray for this lead. As Cray tries to kind of slide job. for it. Can't get up close enough to him. Craig really trying to get in that corner. If he can just get a little bit clear, he's right there at it of being clear. He holds him off, luckily. Gonna make sure that he doesn't burn those off. As in the right front being burnt off, but he very well might do that on accident. See, these two are just going to ride that high line. He has a manual sticker on that side of the car. Notice that. Radford is just going to kind of watch these guys do this. Really doesn't have to do much. You can just watch these guys fight. As I just realized I didn't take off that caution. My bad. We are not under caution. We're under green. That is all on me. Completely my mistake. Craig gets a little bit loose on the bottom. You see him have to bail out of the throttle. I think he just got hard on the brakes and then realized I'm not going to do this. Back here, there's only actually 9 people, or actually 8 people on the lead lap, excuse me. All these guys, I know, yep, they were caught. Right, they were caught under pits when that caution came out. So that got them trapped a lap down as the 56 loops it. No caution a caution will be thrown for that. Saw him loop it coming off the corner. It was Rodney Sutton. Has it step out of him on the exit and chases it down the track with him. Does a good job of not hitting or barely nicks the inside one. I mean, just barely does it. He does a good job at that. So we'll bring in a question mark. Do you do a quick pit or do you just stay out? If I was them, I don't know. It depends on how many you drag with you. You also could pit because the worst you could go back to is 8. So... See who comes down pit road. Radford will come down pit road. Waters, Matz, Johnston, Mullis. Oh, that's not good for the front 2. Front 2 are the only ones that stayed out, so they're going to be already down on tires. That is not good for them. Might be kind of the final nail in the coffin almost for him. Some guys in there that have some pretty bad damage. The 2 is used up the right front heavily on that car. There's nothing wrong with that, but that's definitely showing that you're using the wall to turn. We'll just have to see how Benell can handle the pressure. Tires are going to be evidently right behind him. So it's going to be interesting to see how good he does with that. It'll be 28 laps to go when he gets the green flag. And then... How can he hold off these tires behind him, though, is the question that I've got for him. I just don't think he can. He likes to go off on the pace car here. He's going to take the bottom. Cray's going to take the top. Mullis Kempf didn't pit. That did get Kempf back on the lead lap. His tires are the same as the front twos. It might not be such a bad idea, possibly, for that. I don't know for sure. The pace car will pull off this time. As green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. Oh, we got the 09 around. That is Kempf. Arca brake, can't slow down in time. That gets a lot of drivers involved in it. Kempf is up in the high line. Mullis actually comes up there and nicks him, and then that sends him sideways in front of everybody. Yanesh is hard on the brakes. That gets him sideways, though. The two probably can't see what's happening coming off the corner, and he plows into him also. These guys all get back rolling, luckily for them. I know this is what Bunnell and Cray wanted to see, because this takes off more lap for him. Don't have to worry about it. See, nobody's going to come down pit road except the guys that got damaged. The Hunt's been out. They now put the front end on that car back. That's interesting to see. That was See, Mullis, he was the car that got into him, but it was not on purpose. So, while these guys are under caution, we're going to go on a quick commercial break here, and it should be 20-ish, it should be 20 laps left here when we come back.
LAT Racing Oils is invested in winning. With industry-leading at-track support, superior engineering, blending technology, and the World Championships to prove it, LAT is your premier choice for racing lubricants. Used by NHRA Pro Mod champions Jose Gonzalez and Chris Thorne, along with their closest competitors, LAT Racing Oil continues to carry top-level racers to the winner's circle in all categories of competition. From engine oil to transmission fluid and gear oil, LAT has you covered from end to end in your race car. A nationwide dealer network means easy access to our products as well. Visit LATRacingOils.com for more.
As you see, lights are off on the pace car. These guys are going to get ready to go back green here. As pace car pulls in and green flag is back in the air, we are back underway. 21 laps left here at Bristol. Bunnell gets a good start out and away. But can the fresh tires catch up to him is the question I've got more than anything else. Freshest tires will be Johnston or Radford. 169 is when they pitted. There's some 20 laps left here. Radford's going to get clear of Cray. Going to fall in right behind him. Cray looks like he got a little bit too hot in that corner, saw him drift up the track just a tad. But Radford not able to capitalize on it at all, so he's going to have to wait for something else to open up behind him. About to be 3 wide here. Cray trying to find a way around Bunnell. Bunnell's probably just trying to hold them up at this point, honestly. I'm going to kind of park it in front of him a little bit. Radford going to wrap that bottom. Radford, again, he has the fresh tires, so he has that advantage. He can go where some of these guys can't. This is going to bring Johnston back into it also, however. How hard does Radford fight on the bottom? He's going to fight pretty hard. Cray in the wall. A little bit's going to slow him down just a tad because of that. Radford gets in there pretty deep, but pretty good. Gets the car to rotate very, very well. As they're going to be side by side here, Bunnell and Radford. Can Bunnell hold him off? Radford almost clear him. He's right there on the edge of being clear. But he just can't do it quite yet. Radford, he will get the lead, though. As it will be 12 to go here when they come across the start-finish line. As Bunnell gets really loose, it's going to really hurt those rear tires of Johnston. With the fresher ones kind of been in the back of the pack the whole entire day. He's slowly risen up to the front now. Johnston almost cleared Bunnell. He's so close to being clear. Bunnell right there, and he's just hanging on Johnston. This is going to help Radford scoot away from him, however. Bunnell just getting a big run. Johnston kind of just having to crank the wheel on the bottom because of it. You see how annoying it has to be for that driver. He's just so close to being clear, but he just can't find that last little bit. All that really Johnston's hoping is that Bunnell just cooks off the right front. This is letting Radford just run away with it. Full on, just run away with it. You see how much it's slowing him down. Radford's running a 15.3. These guys are running 15.4s. Just fighting hard. And I think Bonnell may have held him off just enough. Made Johnson use up his tires to the point that where the right front clicked off a little bit faster. As it's going to be coming to the white flag, Radford, as long as he sees the white flag, that's all that he cares. Going to be coming out of 3 and 4 here as the white flag is going to be in the air for Troy Radford one more time around. Whatever happens, doesn't matter to him because he will be taking home the win here, hopefully, as he comes out of 3 and 4 here, and he will win at Bristol Motor Speedway here. We'll watch Radford do his burnout. See, I will go over the finishing order here now as Troy Radford, he takes home the win. So first, it's Troy Radford. Second, let me get back to the top. Second, Jesse Bonnell. Third, Garrett Johnson. Fourth, Hunter Waters. Fifth, Adam Matz. Sixth, Todd Cray. Seventh, Jason Mullis. Eighth, JP Nash. Ninth, Patrick DeSauner. 10th, William Kemp. 11th, Gary May. 12th, Doug Wysocki. 13th, Jerry Cochran. 14th, Levi Poland. 15th, Troy Hayda. 16th, Logan Stover. 17th, Rodney Sutton. 18th, Joshua Greenlaw. 19th, Dwayne Hunt. And 20th, Chuck Sweeting. That was a pretty good race overall. They actually went green for a good amount of the race. I will give them that. But I'm not going to keep y'all here any longer, so I will let you all go.